Here we have Mary's backstroke above water. So you're pulling up. As we see her pull up, you've got about a 90-degree bend going on in your legs back behind that knee. I'd like to see that be a little bit tighter. I know that we're using, or we're not using the touchpad, so it's a little bit harder to get your feet set up. So in a scenario where you've got a touchpad, I'd like to see your toes just right up underneath the surface, so you're going to be able to get a much better start and a much better push off the wall. As we watch you kind of go forward, you start to just kind of throw your back a little bit more before your legs really kind of push you off of that starting block. So utilize your legs first, and then go ahead and start moving your upper body from there. Doing pretty good dolphin kicking underwater. I'd like to see those speed up a little bit more as we go towards that breakout right here. Breakout's just a touch late, but not by much. As we kind of see you going, you're bobbing down and through the water. That's going to mean that you're pushing down on it. So make sure you're really just working on entering, digging down a little bit deeper, and then slicing through into that catch. As we see you roll over pretty far away from that wall, so we're going to want to make sure that you are a little bit closer. As we watch those feet come over, you've got kind of that 90-degree bend all the way through. You're going to really want to tuck up a lot tighter on those slip turns, so that you're going to be able to get around a lot quicker. As we see you go for the breakout again, you're a little bit later on that one, so make sure you're working on swimming just a little bit sooner. You've got a really good rhythm going on with your turnover rate, and so we just need to work on not pressing down nearly as much on the water so that we don't have that bob anymore. So you see you go in for the finish here, a little long, so we probably need to take at least one more stroke as you're going in for that finish. Nice job. Here is Mary's backstroke underneath the water. As we see her, she does have her feet set up relatively low underneath the surface. And if we had a touchpad in, I would definitely suggest that you have your toes directly underneath the surface. But since we aren't using one for the videos, and there is the large section of metal around the top of the pool, it's a lot harder to go ahead and set your toes up there without slipping off the wall. So next time whenever you do a start and you have a touchpad in, make sure you have your feet set up just underneath the surface. That way that's going to help you start from a much higher position. As we see you go through, you do have the ability to get that good back arch that we always look for. Because of, I think, that low set point, you are coming down real pretty deep, and you're not able to pull out of it as quick as probably what you would. As we see those dolphin kicks, your hands are moving in that up and down pattern. We want to make sure that they go straight forward. Something that'll help that will be just really tightening up that streamline, as well as keeping that chin up so that we can keep everything moving forward. As we watch your pull, do have quite a bit of white around those hands, so we're pulling a lot of bubbles. Want to make sure as soon as those hands enter at this point in time, dig down a little bit deeper, roll onto that side a little bit more, get your high elbow catch for your backstroke going on, push the water straight back past your feet. As you go towards that finishing position, you're going to be able to start rotating onto that other side because of your other arm entering the water, and that's going to make for a real quick release. As we see you go in for the turn, getting around fairly well. Your body is angled so that you're coming down towards the bottom of the pool. Make sure that you get yourself all the way around before you're really ready to push off the wall. In order to maintain your depth on your dolphin kicking underwater, you just kind of want to make sure that you're leaning back on those shoulder blades. That way you're going to be able to maintain that depth. As we see you go forward, you're going to end up kind of breaking out a little on the late side. So I want to make sure we've got that perfect timing going on. Head from this angle looks like your chin is dropped just a little bit. I'd like to see you put that head back a little bit more so that we can keep you as flat on the surface as possible. Watching going in for the finish, doing a little bit of the dive down. Make sure you're not diving too deep. Just get that quick little head back and get it back into that neutral position for that finish. Nice job, Mary.